Here's the new lineup of Golden State Warriors season 2024 to 2025. Head coach, Steve Kerr. Stephen Curry, 2009, 7th pick overall, 36 years old, height, 6'2", position, point guard, 15 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 68 games, with 29.5 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game, 6.8 assists per game with 48% field goal percentage. Draymond Green, 2012, 35th pick overall, 34 years old, height, 6'6", position, forward, 12 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 66 games, with 8.5 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, 7.2 assists per game with 43.5% field goal percentage.
Andrew Wiggins, 2014, first pick overall, 29 years old, height, 6'7", position, forward, 9 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 71 games, with 19.8 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists per game with 46% field goal percentage. Kevin Looney, 2015, 30th pick overall, 28 years old, height, 6'9", position, forward, 8 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 79 games, with 9.2 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game, with 55.2% field goal percentage. Buddy Hield, 2016, 6th pick overall, 31 years old, height, 6'4", position, guard, 8 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 72 games, with 21.3 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game with 44.2% field goal percentage. Kyle Anderson, 2014, 30th pick overall, 30 years old, height, 6'9", position, forward, 9 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 70 games, with 15 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, 5.2 assists per game with 46.3% field goal percentage. Jonathan Kuminga, 2021, 7th pick overall, 21 years old, height, 6'7", position, forward, 3 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 63 games, with 13.4 points per game, 5.7 rebounds per game, 2.1 assists per game with 46.8% field goal percentage. Moses Moody, 2021, 14th pick overall, 22 years old, height, 6'5", position, guard, 3 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 66 games, with 12.8 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, 1.9 assists per game with 42.5% field goal percentage. Gary Payton II, undrafted, 31 years old, height, 6'2", position, guard, 7 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 68 games, with 10.2 points per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game with 46.5% field goal percentage. Anthony Melton, 2018, 46th pick overall, 26 years old, height, 6'3", position, guard, 5 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 70 games, with 11.6 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists per game with 43.6% field goal percentage. Tracy Jackson Davis, 2024, 57th pick overall, 24 years old, height, 6'9", position, forward, 1 year experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 55 games, with 8.9 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, 1.8 assists per game with 51.2% field goal percentage. Brandon Podziemski, 2024, 19th pick overall, 21 years old, height, 6'4", position, guard, 1 year experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 60 games, with 7.2 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game with 44.2% field goal percentage. Goe Santos, 2022, 55th pick overall, 22 years old, height, 6'6", position, forward, 2 years experience as a pro, last year's season average, he played 48 games, with 5.4 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 1.1 assists per game. With 44.2% field goal percentage, Jackson Rowe, undrafted, 27 years old, height, 6'7", position, forward, 3 years experience as a pro. Last year's season average, he played 50 games, with 4.6 points per game, 2.7 rebounds per game, 1.2 assists per game with 44.2% field goal percentage. Lindy Waters III, undrafted, 27 years old, height, 6'6", position, forward, 3 years experience as a pro. Last year's season average, he played 52 games, with 5.7 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, 1.4 assists per game with 44.2% field goal percentage. Daquan Plowden, undrafted, 26 years old, height, 6'6", position, forward, he played 30 games, with 6.8 points per game, 2.9 rebounds per game, 1.5 assists per game with 44.2% field goal percentage. Pat Spencer, undrafted, 28 years old, height, 6'3", position, guard, he played 32 games, with 5.1 points per game, 2.6 rebounds per game, 1.8 assists per game with 44.2% field goal percentage.